Hey YouTube, this is Jaden Storm coming at you from Team Shadow Strike, and this is going to be a new deck profile for you guys. Now, I recently haven't done any trial deck openings on the 3 new trial decks that was released for us, and the reason that is I wasn't avoiding not doing them. It was just with the extra boosters and the trial decks hitting at the same time, I decided to do the extra booster stuff first, and then the trial decks came into way. I now have all my Seeker stuff, obviously, because this is the Seeker trial. This is basically a pre-Seeker deck before Sing Saber comes out. I know he's called Thing, but I refuse to call him that. I'm going to be getting my Blue Flame ones this Saturday, and my Link Joker ones are coming in the mail. So I have all of it organized out. Even though you're not going to see Link Joker until February, I'll have them. So maybe I can do an updated Chaos Breaker or something, or deck for you guys. But anywho, this is going to be my Seeker deck that I have right now. I haven't play tested it. It's been it's really just a kind of deck that you could play right now. I guess you could call it budget Seekers. You know, because the real Seeker deck doesn't come out until December 19th when Set 16E drops. We're going to be doing the sneak peek this Saturday, so obviously I'm gonna record my pack openings for you guys. I haven't done that in a while, and I thought I'd do it this time. So anyway, so here is my I guess you could call it pre-Seeker budget deck. I thought I'd do it. I know this build works because this is something like my friend Cody is playing. So, I mean, it can work just because Legion is a new thing right now, and not every clan has it, and Legion literally can just win you games just because you recycle triggers. So anyway, let's just jump straight into this deck profile, so here we go. So, obviously, this will be my Sing Saber deck when I get all the stuff for it, but as for right now, this is just pre-Seekers, but I do have the nice cool sleeves for it. So anyway, let's just jump straight into it. So for the starter, right now I am using my SP Wingull Brave from my Majesty Lord Blaster deck. Anywho, there's really not a whole lot that he can do for this deck. One second, guys. This lighting over here is killing me. So, anywho, the only thing he really is going to be able to do is if you ride Blaster Seeker, and you can then search out another Blaster Blade Seeker, but the only reason he's in here is literally to slide back, because there's no other Royal Paladin starter that can do that. Well, there is one, but his name is Barkle, and he's, for some reason, still banned. I know why, because once Sing Saber comes out, it would basically set Sing Saber up twice, so, but honestly, there's more things out there that are more broke than that, but that's another discussion. So for starter, Wingull Brave. Then for triggers, I'm playing 4 copies of Impact Seeker Mordon, and 4 copies of Future Knight Lu. I know there's another Seeker critical trigger coming out, but I might still stick with this just, because Sing Saber doesn't require Seeker Counterblast. He doesn't require that you ditch Seekers. I just like the fact that there's a critical double rare trigger, and I picked up a second set for next to nothing. So, anywho, 8 crits. 4 Missingle Seeker. Now, these right here will become Margle when I build Sing Saber. These are literally in here just because there is one card in this deck that does require Seeker Counterblast, so it's in here to ensure that there is as much Seekers in the deck as possible. And then we play 4 Seeker Loving Healer, so for 4 heal triggers. So, 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. Grade 1s, we play 4 Flash Shield Esault, because I did have Jewel Knight Esaults, but I don't play Jewel Knight, so I have to use the good Royal Paladin Perfect Guard. Now, obviously, these will become Seeker Perfect Guards. I'm not planning on playing any Quintet Walls in my Seeker deck, because the deck already is Counterblast heavy enough, so all 4 of these will become Seeker Perfect Guards when I get them. And then I play 4 copies of Honest Seeker Cynic. This is our Seeker 10k attacker, as long as we have a Seeker Vanguard. And then I play 3 copies of Lake Maiden Lien. This card is really good now that Legion is a thing now, because it helps you put cards in the drop zone. When Sing Saver comes out, you'll be able to ditch your dead Sing Savers, or even now you can use it to search out, maybe if you have a grade 1 and 3 in hand, you can rest 1, drop 1, and then maybe draw that grade 2. And then right now, unfortunately, 3 copies of Seeker Ruin Eagle. I don't like 6K grade 1s anymore, because you have to hit magic numbers now all the time, because that's the quickest way that you're going to be able to deplete your opponent's hand and their resources. And even though this is a 10K boost, I don't, since Sing Saver and even Wingull Seeker gains 2,000 extra power when attacking a Vanguard, you're still going to hit the magic number no matter what, even if it's a cross ride. So he really doesn't serve a purpose. These are probably going to become... what's that card? It's a grade 1 that when the turn you perform Legion, it gains plus 4K, making an 11K booster. I mean, I might try that. There's a card that when it boosts Blaster Blade Seeker, that you can, and an attack hits, you draw a card and drop a card, and then you unflip a damage. I might try that card just for the damage unflip, but I don't play many 6K grade 1s because they're just not as good. They're just... sometimes they can literally prevent you from hitting the magic number, and that's a problem. Grade 2s. We play 4 Blaster Blade Seeker. It feels so good to be back to original Royal Paladin, because this is the clan that I originally started with. Even though Kagero is my clan of choice, I do enjoy Royal Paladin, and basically once when set 16 drops, it's going to be finally a downtime for Vanguard, because the one thing that I really didn't like that they did do is that they dropped 3 trial decks and 2 extra boosters on us at the same time. And around that time, Alpha Ruby and Omega Sapphire came out at the same time, so it was really a very busy time, and spending time, I guess I could say. But it is nice to see Royal Paladin back to where they started, because I honestly did miss it quite a bit, because this is going to be the first major competitive deck that I've built for Royal Paladin since Majesty. So it's nice to see the original Blaster Blade back where he belongs. So 4 Blaster Blade Seeker. Whenever he's placed on the rear guard, you may counterblast 1, and I think you have to have a Seeker Vanguard too. Yeah, you have to have a Seeker Vanguard. You may counterblast 1 and destroy an opponent's grade 2 or greater rear guard in the front row. So pick off their 12K attackers. Speaking of 12K attackers, I play 4 copies of Full Bloom Seeker Serdic. This is our 12K attacker. 4 Seekers, as long as we have a Seeker Vanguard. So it's our Burning Horn Dragon. And then finally, we play 3 copies of Seeker Light Blaze Dragon. This would give away the other grade 3 that I play in the deck. It's the Legion promo from the Legion campaign. His ability is when he's on the rear guard and his attack does hit, if you have a Vanguard with Seeker and its card name, choose one of your other units, and that unit gets plus 5K. So, very good card, you know, applies pressure. And then for the grade 3s, I will warn you, this will be a little weird. I'm going to first play 4 Seeker Sacred Wingull. So, Seeker Sacred Wingull, it's so nice to see Wingull back, because Wingull is one of my favorite cards, just because I love wolves. But, very good card. Very underrated, in my opinion, because there's a part of me, because for my Seeker Sing Saver, I've honestly thought about playing 4 Sing Saver, 3 Alfred, and 1 Wingull. Just because I do like Wingull, because if you're not drawing support, you can use Wingull to help build up a field. So, I need to play Wingull. His ability, Seek the Mate, Blaster Blade. Put 4 cards back, shuffle your deck, and then when you perform Legion, you may select a grade 2 or lower Seeker and Superior Call It. And then also when Wingull attacks the Vanguard, he receives plus 2,000 power. So then I play 3 copies of Seeker Lightsaber Dragon. I only have 3 copies of this card, so I still run 8 grade 3s, and that's going to be where the weird one comes in. But 3 Seeker Lightsaber Dragon. So his abilities, Seek the Mate, Whenever you're in Legion, E-Special Counterblast, 2 Seekers, select 3 of your rear guards, and they receive plus 5,000 power. So it's kind of like Soul Saber. And then his ability is whenever his attack hits, you may discard a card and Superior Call a Seeker from your deck, I believe. Yep, you may Superior Call a Seeker unit from your deck and call it to the rear guard. So, out of all the Legion campaign, out of all 6 of them, in my opinion, he's the best one. But, that's just my opinion. So, I would play 4, but I don't have 4, so I have to play 3. So that means I have 1 more grade 3 in the deck. And you might be asking what this grade 3 is. And, honestly, since this deck is literally just going to be for fun until I build Sing Saver, I am playing 1 copy of Soul Saver Dragon. Because he's the original dragon for Royal Paladin. I mean, this is just a joke, guys. I mean, he's in the deck just because I still had 1 card space left, and I just needed something else to fill it, and I thought about putting an Alfred in here, you know, but Soul Saver, I guess, it can work since you are going to be riding over this deck quite a bit, so you might get his skill off. So the 1 Soul Saver's in there, and this is actually that 1 Soul Saver I pulled out of that random pack opening that I did for you guys. So, I mean, it's literally just in here just for the nostalgia factor, but Soul Saver, classic, you know, when you ride this unit, you may Soul Blast 5, select 3 units, and give them plus 5,000 power. And then when Soul Saver attacks a Vanguard, he receives plus 3,000 power. So, pretty cool card. I mean, it's one of my favorite cards of all time just because I love the artwork. But he's in here just because I had the empty spot. And again, like I said, the nostalgia factor. So anyway, guys, that is my first Seeker build. I just wanted to do this for you guys. I am glad that Seekers are finally here, mainly just because I have missed playing my first clan, Royal Paladin. Like I said, even though Kagero is my favorite clan, but I still do love Seeker. I still have a special place in my heart for Royal Paladins, and that's another reason why this 1 Soul Saver is in here, because this is where my love of the game very first started, because from the Barkle Soul Saver deck, which I'm going to rebuild and just so I can say I have and play for fun. But that's why another reason why I put this in here, just because this kind of represents the start of my Vanguard life, and this is, you know, where it is now. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this deck profile for the nostalgia reasons and just for the fun. So anyway, guys, I will be bringing you my Sing Saver variant when I get all the cards for it, and I will be bringing you some videos this weekend from my locals. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video for me. Thumbs it up for Soul Saver, guys, and I will see you next time.